Swimming breaststroke fast is really difficult. Swimmers have to create a ton of propulsion with both the arms and the legs. They have to do a great job of keeping resistance as low as possible, and they have to figure out how to do both at the same time. One of the biggest challenges is recovering the arms quickly. If swimmers fail to do so, they're going to create a ton of resistance, and it's going to take a whole lot longer for them to be able to create propulsion again. Let's help them out. Hi everyone, Andrew here, helping you help your swimmers get faster. A lot of swimmers are really slow through their recoveries in breaststroke. And of all the skills, this is the absolute worst that swimmers want to take their time with. In this video, I'm going to discuss why it's such a big deal and what we can do to help swimmers improve that skill. Executing poor recoveries is like putting on the brakes. There's a ton of resistance being created after the pull. Swimmers are up high, the hands are plowing through the water, and that is no good. The more resistance swimmers create, the less speed they're going to create, and then the more time they're in those positions, the more resistance they're going to create, and the less speed they're going to create. And it's worse than that. The longer it takes to recover the arms, the longer the total stroke cycle will be. And so if there's a slower stroke rate, that means less propulsion, less frequently, which means less speed. Or swimmers will compensate, they'll pick up the stroke rate by shortening the pull, which again means less propulsion, which again means less speed. And so in every case, slow recoveries of the arms are really problematic, and swimmers' goal should be to get out of these positions as fast as possible, not take more time in those positions than they need to. And so if we watch this swimmer here, we'll see a really good example of executing the recoveries really fast. And so as he takes his pull, boom, he's going to shoot forward really fast. He's back in line really quickly. And watch it again on this cycle, and then boom, he's fast forward and he's getting out of that position as much as possible. And so even when he's in that position and he's a really good swimmer, he's going to be creating resistance here. His head is up, his chest is up, his arms are plowing forward. No matter what he does, he will be slowing down because of the resistance. So the goal is to get out of that position to recover the arms as quickly as possible so he can get, boom, back here. One, he's going to be in a great streamline again. He's going to be able to execute a great kick. And then two, he's going to be set up to pull again, and that's exactly what we're looking for. So again, this is not a great position to be in, no matter how well the skills are executed. So swimmers have to learn how to get out of it fast so that they can get back into alignment, so that they can effectively create the next pull, and that's going to mean more propulsion more quickly, and that's going to mean more speed. It's pretty obvious that this is a skill that swimmers would want to improve, yet many swimmers struggle with it. Why? What are the challenges of improving the recovery? Well, every swimmer thinks they recover the hands quickly. They don't necessarily feel the hesitation, or they simply struggle to get back into alignment fast. Cueing doesn't seem to work because they don't really understand how fast they need to move, or they don't necessarily understand how slow that they are moving. And as with any skill, it becomes somewhat of a cycle of struggle. Swimmers have to be able to feel it to fix it, but they have to be able to do it well to feel it. And within the context of breaststroke, it can be very difficult for swimmers to get through that position because it feels like it's messing up their timing because they're asking them to do something different. That becomes hard because they can't get in a position to do it well. And if they can't feel it, they can't know what it's supposed to feel like. So what we have to do is break them out of that cycle, put them in a position where they can execute the skill really well, really easily, and then it's going to be a lot more likely that we're going to be able to get the changes we're looking for. One of my favorite ways to make that happen is breaststroke with flutter kick. When you take away the breaststroke kick and add a flutter kick, swimmers have to recover quickly. It is very uncomfortable to hesitate at all, and so swimmers tend to push right through the recovery, get back into alignment much faster. The flutter kick also flattens out the stroke, and removing the breaststroke kick gets swimmers moving forward. And so by helping swimmers feel a faster recovery, swimmers have a much clearer target to achieve when they're actually swimming breaststroke. And once they can feel it, so by taking the breaststroke kick away, adding the flutter kick, we can help swimmers get through the recovery much faster. And once they can finally feel what it's like to recover without hesitation, to recover with aggression, then they can start to make that happen when they actually swim breaststroke. It's all about helping them feel the skill very clearly so that they know what they need to do and how to make it happen. So if we watch this swimmer here, what we'll see is there's very little hesitation. He gets through the recovery really fast. He's driving forwards really fast. There's no pause during the breath. Everything's moving forwards and it's moving forward quickly. And so once he gets the feeling of this, then we can go back to adding breaststroke kick into it, and then we can help him learn how to execute that same skill when he's swimming breaststroke itself. It's a really great way to help them feel what we're trying to get them to accomplish, and once they can feel it, then they can start to fix it. And beyond the impact on learning the skill, we can also use this strategy to really push swimmers to learn how to train this and execute really, really high, fast recoveries over and over and over again, faster than what they might even need to do when they're swimming breaststroke, so that they have the fitness and the strength to sustain that really high level of skill throughout the entirety of their races. So how do you use this strategy as effectively as possible? First, you can add performance goals. Have them go fast with it, give them stroke counts, give them stroke rates that they have to hit to force them, to challenge them to continue to swim better and to continue to swim more effectively. You can also add resistance. That's going to change the challenge. That's going to get more skill. That's going to develop more fitness as well. You can change the hand posture, so have them go closed fist, have them go single closed fist, use different types of paddles, hold the paddles in different ways. You can vary those hand postures, or you can contrast them using one at a time. So for instance, one hand closed, one hand open. And all those different variations are going to challenge them to get through the recoveries in slightly different ways. The pull is going to feel a little bit different, so the transition to the recovery is going to feel a little bit different. You can also add fins to it so that they have to drive forward even faster. These are all different options that can be used separately or in combination to continue to challenge the skill, challenge the drill. And the more swimmers are challenged, the more ready they're going to be to execute it when it really matters, which is in a race. So here are two sets where we put these ideas together to help swimmers learn this skill. First set, they're going to go 3 rounds through, 225s breaststroke with a flutter kick, build to fast. Then they're going to go 50 breaststroke with a flutter kick race. Then they're going to go 250s as 25 breaststroke with a flutter kick plus 25 breaststroke, that's race, and then a 50 breaststroke race. So the idea here is we start with the flutter kick, we transition to the breaststroke, and we're asking swimmers to maintain that same great recovery throughout the entire set. All the flutter kick repetitions have to have the same stroke count, so they can't just spin through. And all the reps with a breaststroke kick have to have the same stroke count as well. And again, the idea is to force them to recover fast without just spinning. Each round, they can add a stroke, and the goal is to go faster. So we're challenging swimmers to recover faster with a drill, and then we're challenging that drill as we move through the set, and we're challenging swimmers to execute these skills at higher and higher levels and higher speeds. Second set is more of a speed set. They're going to go 3 rounds through. They're going to go 25 breaststroke with flutter kick. They're going to alternate between a 25 breaststroke with flutter kick and a 25 breaststroke. The first 2, they're going to go as fast as they can at a 200 stroke rate, put a tempo trainer on them to keep them on track. Then the next 2, they're going to go as fast as they can at a 100 stroke rate. The 5th one is fast as possible at a 50 stroke rate, which should be a little bit easier to do with a flutter kick. And the last 25 is just fast. The goal is to see if they can get faster each round, and the only way that they're going to be able to go faster at a given stroke rate is to recover faster and then have more time to execute a really great pull. So they have to swim better if they want to swim faster. If you want to learn more about how to improve the breaststroke arm recoveries and to help swimmers get back into alignment fast, check out the video below.